Let's get physical. It's Jordan here, back again with this week's update and all of the physical releases coming to the Switch the 22nd until the 26th of January. Once again, I'm coming in from the past. I have made the majority of this video weeks ahead of time, and I don't know if I'll be back from vacation in time to make sure things are 100% correct. So it is likely, due to sudden announcements, especially in the low print world, that I probably missed one or two things. But don't worry, if I have, next week I will mention everything that I've missed. But let's see what we have at the time of recording this on January the 10th. Yeah, that's how far in the past I am. Neptunia, Sisters vs. Sisters. Let's start with the one that I know least about. That's always a good way to start any show that's based on information and fact. I don't have a clue. Welcome to this informative video. Anyway, Sisters vs. Sisters, all I know about this series is that it's for those who like dainty anime girls with giant futuristic rifles. This is probably the RPG for, fans of those. It's more of a hack and slashy RPG, and the story is more meta than Mark Zuckerberg. But yeah, certainly have their audience, and I'm sure this will be popular with those people, i.e. not me. But I am mildly interested. And our executive producers Issa and Feig have chosen this as their pick of the week. And if you want this, by the way, if you want this or any of the retail releases in this video, then be sure to check the links below in the description and the pinned comment. You can purchase from VGP, Video Games Plus. Fantastic way to support us because they have good prices, cheap Canadian money, and they have cheap shipping, especially to the US, and even free worldwide shipping if you purchase over 80 Canadian dollars. They have lots of great stuff over there, and they are my preferred way to pick up retail releases. I don't like Amazon. Amazon have enough money already. Plus, if you purchase something with our link, then each week you will be put into a draw to win a $10 discount coupon. And this week's winner is, once again, I don't know because I'm making it way too far in advance, but next week I will tell you this week's and last week's winner alongside the new winner. So there'll be 3 names in next week's video. But yes, all 3 of those people, thank you so much for your support. It really does mean a lot to me. The Legend of Steel Empire is getting a retail release this week, and I know what you're thinking, deja vu. And that is true because a while back you may remember Strictly Limited Games did a pre-order for this, but as in their incestuous relationship with in games, there is a balked version going to be released at retail, and that's this week. Thankfully, this is less balked than many of their other balked peasant releases, since the one game that's been chopped off this one is the one that was found down the back of the sofa, alongside the biscuit crumbs and loose pennies, which they obviously pocketed since they're strapped for cash right now. But back to the game. Steel Empire, really great shooter, quite accessible, all things considered, and you get a couple of versions. I love the 3DS release, and maybe I'll just go back to that and play that one because it had the 3D effect. This doesn't, obviously, unless they've got some weird magic technology in this release, but don't take that as a fact, because I've just pulled it out my arse. And our executive producers Alexander Cato and Brent McLean have chosen this as their pick of the week. Under Night in Birth to Celes. I feel like I've just had a stroke, and not from my wife, from my brain aneurysm. It's hard to take this series seriously when they're being so intent on making the game as difficult as possible to say and write. It's like they don't want people to buy it. It's a fighting game, it's probably good, but that's all the attention I'm gonna give it. Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy is finally here. It's releasing in Asia, Japan, and crucially, North America this week. Europeans, well, there's no justice for you. Capcom Europe are too busy trying to pretend it's not worth the effort. In fact, I heard only one bloke actually works at Capcom Europe, and he spends most of his time skiving off in the box pretending he's got bowel troubles. Anyways, this is very exciting, and finally we get the second half of the series on things other than the 3DS or on iPhones. While some may say the quality may have dipped for the later games, I say objection mofo, because I found them to be excellent, full of funny stories, characters, situations, and eternally memorable. You are guaranteed a good time as long as you don't mind a slight stretch in absurd logic once in a while. Europeans, you're definitely going to want to get this one in some capacity, so links are below for every version that you may want. And our executive producers God of Resin, Dane Wilkinson, Thorn Metal Luna, Robotech, and Jennifer M have chosen this as their pick of the week. OPUS Echo of Starsong Full Bloom Edition is releasing physically this week. This is a visual novel style adventure game and is widely considered to be absolutely amazing. You may be familiar with the OPUS franchise, which were bite-sized narrative games, whereas this seems to be the full meal you were hoping to gorge upon. The reviews for this one are insane. If you want a great engrossing narrative, then you'll definitely want to pick this up. I think it's yet another great narrative game that Europeans aren't going to get physically. Seems like North America only, so yeah, if you're in Europe, you might want to import it. Again, links are below. Triggerheart Exelica may be open for pre-orders right now, maybe not. I don't know, because when I asked them on the 10th, even they didn't really know. But regardless, I think you should check the links below because this is a great Dreamcast shooter that was previously an import exclusive, but now it's getting both a European physical and an ESRB release thanks to Red Art Games. You can get the EU release via their website, and I'm sure they're going to be making the most of it with limited editions exclusive to their website. And if you click the link below, you can get 10% off with the code SWATCH10. The ESRB release, I'm positive that will be available at Video Games Plus 2. Check the links below for that. This is a nice shooter. I was not expecting this to get a Western physical. It really surprised me. I mean, I'll have to be playing the Dreamcast version sometime in the future anyways for my Dreamcast adventure on A Bit More Jordan, but I sure am tempted by this one. Wow, shooter fans, you are feasting, I tell ya. Japan has a megaton of games this week, but there's only one that is considered import worthy because it's the only one with English. Touhou Lunar Nights is a fantastic little Metroidvania that many fans of the genre should look into purchasing if you don't already have it digitally. I've been asking for a physical of this for years, and now it's finally happening. Not exactly with the moody, atmospheric cover art I had in mind, no. Instead we have Big Hand Lady, who would make me feel very insignificant indeed. But aside from that, we've got a great game releasing physically in Japan with English. I really do think this will be a popular import, and if you want it for yourself, then check the links below. We still have our Play Asia code. If you click our Play Asia link, you can get 5% off with the code SWTV23. That is dying, it's definitely dying at the end of January. And our executive producers, Offone, Cartoon Soren, they, and Totally Grateful, have chosen this as their pick of the week. Japan also has all of this coming. No, your eyes do not deceive you. There really are 8 volumes releasing individually of something, or you can buy them in 2 box sets, which I haven't written down. None of these games here that you see have English, and yes, that includes Hydra Union 3-in-1. I've seen about 5 people say that they've pre-ordered it or they're looking forward to it. Guys, it does not have English. There is no English, not on even one of them. No English, everything's Japanese. I mean, if you understand Japanese, then all the power to you. But there is no English on any of those games, trust me, okay? Also, there's Shiren the Wanderer. The Japanese version does not have English either, but the West will be getting this in a few weeks anyway. So yes, that is it. A nice quick video of some nice releases this week. As I've said, I've probably missed some small things here and there, but next week I will be back. It will be a normal episode filled with all the stuff that I've missed. And yes, there's no community spotlight because I don't have enough photos. So keep sending your photos, okay? If you watched all the way through, I want to know who you are because you're a massive legend. Since Apollo Justice is releasing this week, I want you to leave me an emoji, something to do with law. Not lore, law, as in like justice law, yeah? A judge, is there a judge emoji? Is there a gavel hammer emoji? I don't know. Find something for me, alright? Have a good one.